Hello. Today we're going to look at the taking from 10 to subtract strategy. We're going to look at using counters and number bonds. So we're going to do a little bit of both. So let's look at subtracting 7, 8, and 9 from teen numbers. 16 minus 7. Now the way the taking from 10 strategy works is we're going to break out 10 from the number and then we're going to have some more. So 16 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 1 10 and then 6 ones. And I'll put that right there. So I have my 10 and I have my 6. Now I need to subtract 7. While I look, it's going to be hard to take my 7 from my 6, so it's pretty easy to take that 7 from that 10. So I'm going to cross those off. So there's 5, 6, 7. So I have 3 remaining here. And then my 6 that I had over here, and 3 plus 6 is 9. So that tells me that 16 minus 7 is 9. So that's how I can use it, solve this problem using the counters. Now let's look at what it would look like just using a number bond. So 16 minus 7. Well, I know I can break my 16 apart into a 10 and a 6, just like I did over here. I need to take 7 away. So I'm looking here, well, I can do 10 minus 7. So 10 minus 7 equals 3. And then 3 plus 6 equals 9. So using counters, using a number bond. So now let's look at subtracting 8. So 15 minus 8. So first using counters. So I can separate this. I've got my 10 counters here, my 5 counters here. So I need to subtract 8. Well, I only have 5 here, but I have 10 here. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2. And then add the 5 that I had over here. 7. Now let's look at the same problem using just number bonds. So 15 minus 8. Well, I can break my 15 apart into a 10 and a 5. I need to subtract 8. Well, I can subtract 8 from 10. So 10 minus 8, that's the same thing I just did over here. It's 2. And then 2 plus 5 equals 7. So 15 minus 8 equals 7. And now let's look at 9. 13 minus 9. So I'm going to break apart my 13. And I need to cross off 9, so I have 3 there. Well, I have 10 here, so let's do that. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have my 1 remaining, and then my 3. So 4. Well, let's look at it using number bonds. 13 minus 9. I can break apart my 13 or decompose it to a 10 and 3. So I'm going to do 10 minus 9. 1, and now 1 plus 3 equals 4. Okay. And so this is how you can use that taking from 10 to subtract strategy, especially with those teen numbers. We do this strategy a lot in first grade. What we're working on is place value awareness. So for example, when we have 16 minus 9, and we write that vertically, what we want students to realize is this 10, it has to be unbundled. So we take that 1 10, we move it over into the ones place, and it breaks apart into 10 ones, plus the 6 ones that we have remaining, and then we're crossing off 9 of those or taking those away. And so that's what we're really trying to build, is that awareness of what happens to the tens place when you don't have enough ones. What happens to the tens place, what happens to the hundreds place when you don't have enough tens. So when we have to regroup and unbundle things. Thank you.